right, and we're back. This is episode 169 of the Taproom Podcast, and I'm your host, Mike. And get your minds out of the gutter. Just kidding. Just joshing. It's a kid show. This episode is with Ashleigh Carter of Bierstadt Lagerhaus out in Denver, Colorado. And I am so excited for this episode. Being such a Pilsner and lager guy and, obviously never having been to Bierstadt, it was always like, man, could you imagine one day if I could record there kind of moment? And I just I reached out to Ashleigh via email and it was and we made it happen. And Ashleigh, I'm just so I'm beyond grateful for you allowing me to come down there, enjoy some beer, and being able to hear your story. And it was everything I wanted it to be and more. And honestly, I can't wait to get back out there. Just super excited. So thank you again. I really, really appreciate it. Before we jump into the interview, though, it been a busy week. Was out in San Antonio for work, and then Houston. I want to talk about San Antonio. Man, what a beautiful city. I had such a great time out there. As soon as I, finished up, I went right over to Roadmap Brewing to go talk to Dustin Baker. And man, what a blast. How it was such a cool brewery. And it was they make craft beer, they make craft coffee, but hearing his story and I don't want to give anything away, but him talking about, how it really is a family to them. Like it is at most breweries, but how they go about everything, the names of the tanks that they have and all the different decor and the master stuff. And it was just a really thank you, Dustin. Thanks for letting me come down there, man. It was a blast. I also checked out Back Unturned over there, which was a cool spot. Had a couple beers there. And then down to Houston. Man, that was fun. I was really, so there's a brewery called St. Arnold. If you're in the Houston area, obviously you know them. But me being there, I had never been. And I was like, I'm going to go check out St. Arnold. It looks really cool. So I went down there thinking I'm only going to be there for an hour. I was there for 4 hours. And it was such a blast. And I just wanted to give a huge shout out to the beer tender, Daniel. Man, that dude, such a great guy and really super knowledgeable. And you guys, everybody listening knows how much I talk about beer education, especially with beer tenders and stuff like that. But he knew it all. And what a great guy. And then the other worker that was sitting over there, her name was Ben's. She was really cool. But yeah, man, thank you, Daniel. Thanks for making that an experience for me, man. And us talking about the beers, their summer pills. Holy shit, the lawnmower was fantastic. There was a Kolsch. Everything was just so good. Man, yeah, it made my mouth water a little bit thinking about the summer pills, but so good. Also, I went to later on that day. I went to Karbach, and that place was cool. I think I had one of their. I had a Bock, and then I also had an IPA. I think I can't remember exactly. Might have had a couple, but no, it was a blast. I had a great time there too. And then before I finished up, so I actually went down to Spindle Tap over in Houston before I was supposed to head back to California. But the weather kind of got in the way, and so did work a little bit. So I wasn't able to record there, but we are going to record a remote one. And but just checking out the brewery was awesome. Marin is really cool. She's general manager. And then also another amazing beer tender, Angela. She was so knowledgeable, talking, even I was just sitting there and she was just talking through a customer and the different styles and stuff like that and what notes you're going to get from each beer. So, man, it was super cool. I'm excited to talk to Marin on Tuesday and it's going to be a blast. So, yeah, that's all I got before we jump into the playoffs. Oh, sorry. NHL, the second round has started. So the Flyers got rolled yesterday, but it's early. After playing out, a long series like that, the body, it can take a toll on the body. So we'll see. Avs play today. Ducks play Monday. So we'll see how that all goes. Looking forward to it. Last thing, if you want to support the show, you can. And you can go, if you go to Apple or Spotify or any of that, you can always leave a 5-star rating, or you can also leave a review on Apple Podcasts. So you can do that. You can also go to taproompodcast.dashery.com. You can pick up merch. There's t-shirts there, all that sort of stuff. And then lastly, if you ever thought about starting a podcast, Podbean, who I use, make things super simple. You can sign up. They can distribute everything for you. They can put it on Apple. They can put it on Spotify, iHeart, all of those. And, you want to put it out there. Like if you want to really want to do something, or if you've ever thought about doing it, but again, make sure you're fully committed. But nowadays there are things that make it so easy to be able to do this or to even try. So, man, just give it a shot. And if you do decide to use Podbean, my listeners get 1 month free. And all you have to do is go to the link podbean.com/taproompod. Again, that's podbean.com/taproompod. All right. I hope you guys enjoy the interview with Ashleigh. Ashleigh, again, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful. All right. Hope you guys enjoy. Cheers. All right, guys, we're back in the tap room, and I'm your host, Mike, and I have a very special guest on the show today. I have Ashleigh Carter of Bierstadt out here in Denver, Colorado. How you doing?
Oh, there we go. I'll mute my mic. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for coming to visit me.
Oh, thank you for letting me come down here.
Yeah.
It's such an impressive facility.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And I had to get the SoulPort pills because I've never had it before.
Oh, man, that's your first one. I wish I could have seen the look on your face when it arrived.
Oh, it was great. And I couldn't, the elation when I was tasting it, I was like, oh my God.
So, well, thank you so much. It's kind of honky-tonky up there right now, so we're in a little quiet room back here.
Oh, yeah. No, I love it. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. And I love your phone case, by the way.
My salted butter. You see my salted butter necklace, too? For my best friend, Natalie.
Oh, I love that.
Of Wayfinder Beer. She's the head brewer of Wayfinder Beer.
All right. Man, is that out here as well?
That's in Portland, Oregon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now I have to get out there.
Absolutely.
All right. So, Ashleigh, was Ash okay?
Ash is fine, yeah, totally.
Okay. So, tell me, obviously, you're co-owner, head brewer here at Bierstadt. Tell me how it all got started.
Yeah, I mean, I think all roads, they're not straight ahead. I grew up here in Colorado, so somehow I ended up back here, which was kind of interesting to me because for a long time when I was a kid, I wanted nothing to do with being back here. My parents got divorced when I was young. I wanted nothing but to flee the nest and be far away. And now I relish my time with my family. So I went to college in North Carolina. I played soccer there at a small Division I school.
Okay.
I got my degree in mathematics. I grew up in kind of a time where, there's a lot of craft beer around. I'm 41 now, which sounds so much older than it should, I think. But, when I grew up, there's craft beer everywhere. And I grew up in Colorado and being in North Carolina, it was just kind of always present, which I think in previous generations it kind of hadn't been.
Yeah.
So we were drinking beer there. There was a couple breweries called Asheville Brewing Company. I think Pisgah was open by then. We wouldn't get to drink that as much as we were drinking a bunch of Key Light.
Mm-hmm.
And we decided, I got into it then, at least passingly, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of a regular thing. We go do trivia at the Asheville Brewing Company or watch movies and stuff like that. And then I kind of got hurt after college from playing soccer. I was going to go get my degree, my graduate degree in mathematics.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of decided that I need to take a year off because my knee ankle surgery situation, and kind of ended up coaching college soccer at Vassar College in Poughkeepsie, New York.
Yeah, that's a super popular college. Yeah.
And then at Central Michigan University in Michigan. So I've kind of been everywhere. Also, all those places, again, a lot of craft beer. I didn't live, in places that were kind of destitute of craft beer. If you look at Michigan, you have Belts and Founders and all those things. So it was kind of always there. And after a little while, it kind of just wasn't doing it for me, the soccer thing. I always loved soccer, but I kind of needed something else with it. The math, the soccer, all those things are really important to me to have, not just physical activity, but to have something that stimulates me mentally too.
Oh, yeah.
And when I was doing soccer, coaching soccer, calling 15-year-old girls on the phone, not as fun as it sounds. It wasn't fun when I was 15, and it definitely wasn't fun when I was 25.
Yeah.
So I moved back to Colorado, started working as a barista and started homebrewing. It just kind of seemed cool. I started reading about it. My friend of mine from high school, he was like a big engineer guy, and we just kind of like built a homebrew system and quickly realized that that kind of sucks because you have no control over anything. And started to work at this bar called Dry Dock. I was trying to get a job as a bartender, and they had a homebrew store. So I actually started working at the homebrew store.
Wow.
And from the homebrew store, I started volunteering at the brewery. And from there, it actually is about 15 years. On the 11th, I think, will be my official 15-year mark of a professional brewer getting paid to make beer. So,
wow.
I don't know. I loved the beer that they made there at Dry Dock. I kind of fell in love with alt beer. And these kind of like, quote unquote, basic. I don't think of them that way, obviously, but these like kind of basic, lower profile beers have always really intrigued me.
Yeah.
So just kept doing it. Kind of settled in on only making one thing and a lot of it. So that's kind of how we got here. It's kind of not how Bierstadt started, but that's how my journey kind of ended up to making only a couple things.
No, I love that. But I mean, you perfected it. Clearly.
I'm trying to perfect it. I think we've gotten getting pretty close, but every day is a new challenge. So.
But I mean, that's one of the things I love about talking to brewers. It's never good enough.
Yes.
Yeah, you strive for more.
I would say, like, some people say it's never good enough. I think they're liars.
Yeah.
Sometimes it really hits. But, there's always things that we can improve in our process, and there's always things that we can improve in our consistency, I think, is something that's often overlooked when, especially craft beer drinkers and brewers, like, to me, it's one of the most important things is how consistent you are. Like, you shouldn't know the difference between all the batches I make. 100%. Only I should know the difference between all the batches I make. So it's kind of that striving to make every beer the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did you land on like Bierstadt?
When I was at Dry Dock, it was kind of funny. Even though I was the newest there, the brewer at the time put me in charge of like fermentation, which was kind of funny. I think he thought it was boring or something. I don't know about boring, but I like to chart things, and I would just like take gravity every day, and I'd be like day 1, day 3, day 5, and I would kind of got in love with like how beer tastes over time.
Yeah.
And how it like changes like over time. And I think lager, people don't think of it as changing that much over time, but I think it has like some of the biggest changes. It just happens, in a greater length of time, So day 1 and day 3 maybe aren't that different, but by 1 week and 2 week and 3 weeks, it's a lot different. Whereas ales kind of stop being different. Most of them, I won't say that about all of them, stop being different at 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So they're kind of what they are. And lager isn't like that. So I kind of fell in love with this idea of like taking care of beer. And I liked what happened to them and how they started to clear up and how the yeast was and all that. And so it kind of like got me in touch with like, oh, maybe brewing part's cool, making the beer is cool, but like taking care of beer is kind of where my passion lies.
Okay. I love that.
So, with Bierstadt, like I worked at a different place before this that made mostly lager. I went with the head brewer who left Dry Dock, Bill who's my partner here, my husband. Followed him to a place that he started, which I don't talk about if I can help it, because I don't have a lot of good things to say. So I'll just keep that.
No worries.
But we decided that when we're going to open this place, we're going to do things a little bit differently and even narrow our focus even more. And the idea of taking care of beer and kind of being in, an inch wide and a mile deep and kind of going as hard as we could at one thing. And I love the idea that we can do, this one thing. We make Pils, Helles, Dunkle all year round, and that's it. And I really get to focus on creating that beer as close to the experiences that I've had in Germany. And again, it's just like taking care of beer and making sure it's like from the process from start to finish. And we had talked about making Hefeweizen. We had talked about making alt beer and Kolsch, but none of those things really like felt right to me. I really wanted to know about lager and lager yeast and what it could do. And I think there's a lot more breadth in lager than people think there is.
Yeah.
It's not just one thing.
100%.
It could be a lot of things.
Yeah.
Especially now. You can call anything lager, apparently. So
yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of how we got here.
Oh, I love that. And obviously you can clearly see the passion in or hear the passion in your voice, and then obviously see it in your eyes too of how much you care about it. So that's awesome.
Thank you.
Sounds
the most important thing to me. I get opportunity to show people who I am through one medium, and that is beer. And so this is, to me, this is how I show people who I am. Like this is what I get to present to the world.
Yeah.
And that's in this, I hate to call it product because it's not product, it's beer. I always correct people. It's like I get to show people this is who I am with this thing, which is beer.
Yeah. What's something you care about.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
And it tastes good and leads to the most fun conversations I've ever had. So
that's great. And that's why I love talking, to brewers, to owners or anybody, because like I feel like beer just brings people together. Like, I mean, maybe like nothing against like hard alcohol or anything like that. But I mean, a lot of people drink that to get shit-faced.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a couple of people that will drink beer to get shit-faced. But with craft beer, there's so much like, well, the art to it, but then also the care behind it and being able to have those conversations sitting across from somebody at a bar or, I mean, at a brewery is what I base this off of.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So super fun.
So I'm always curious because I know they do during when GABF is going, I'm sure this place is a madhouse.
It's pretty honky tonky. Yeah. It's out there. In previous years, we've done, 100 kegs in 4 days.
Wow.
It is a nonstop. It's a Pilsapalooza, I call it.
Yeah.
And it's hard, but it's super fun. This year will be a lot different. We'll see how that goes, but.
Yeah, and I know that because this year they're doing the outdoor event, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have high hopes for what's going to happen here at the brewery. I'm actually a little sad by it. It seems that we're not going to get the kind of traffic, and it's not just about the traffic, but the interactions that I've really grown to love over my time in the industry. That there won't be as many people here. And, I've used this as an opportunity. I'm super, super privileged and super, super lucky that all my friends come to me.
Yeah.
And so less of them will be coming to me this year, and that makes me sad.
Oh, well, I hope they still come.
I just hope they come too. Everybody come visit me.
Yeah. Everybody come down. I know a buddy of mine, because I wanted to come last year, but I couldn't make it because of work travel. But a buddy of mine came down. He was just like, I'm going to try to get a little mini interviews as we go. But he talked to like Ian from ISM and a bunch of other people. But
great guy, by the way.
Oh, fantastic guy. Yeah. So I'm always curious because I mean, obviously, like you said, you were in Germany, and is that where did you learn out there too, or no?
No, okay. I'm a book kid. Okay. I have always really enjoyed not fiction, right? Not true. Yeah, fiction, not nonfiction. Okay, nonfiction. Yeah. I can never do that. It's like the one thing. Yeah. I think everybody has one thing. That's my one thing. I have to talk myself into anything. Yeah. I like books that are true. Mm-hmm. So I like textbooks. I like textbooks. I like learning things. Mm-hmm. When I started, getting into brewing, I, had all the books that everybody else had. John Palmer's How to Brew. Mm-hmm. I had, Charlie Papazian's, homebrew book. I had building great recipes, but I was a book kid, and I asked my dad for the first volume and second volume of de Klerk's Textbook of Brewing, which is like a very expensive book.
Yeah.
But that's the first book I asked for like Christmas. My dad's like, what do you want? And I was like, I kind of know this is too expensive, but like you could just the next 5 years, like I just want this one book. And he bought me that book. So I think it's cool. You get to like drink beer. I got to drink beer with people who had these experiences. I got to know what it was like to make beer properly, which I'm not sure everybody gets that opportunity as a young brewer. I wasn't just thrown into things. I learned from a lot of very experienced people like my now husband, who wasn't then, Bill Brett Williams, who now owns a brewery called Little Machine, David Lynn, who owns a brewery called Comrade down south. And I got to learn from a lot of really experienced people and drink beer with people who were experienced palates and had really good habits. And so being around these people was really, really, really lucky when I was younger. And they were all very like technical people. And they also had a little bit of whimsy to them, like Brett, especially at Little Machine, like a little bit more whimsy, but like definitely still from a technicals perspective. And so growing up in that kind of like idea that beer is technical and I like books, that was just kind of natural. So I'd read and take notes and read and take notes. And I still have I found my old notebook recently when I moved back in June. It's so nerdy, where I'm just like writing. I remember being at the bar and like trying new beers and giving my notes on them and stuff like that. And so when I first got the opportunity to finally go to Germany and have those beers in person and not just, ones that I had traveled overseas, it was not necessarily just about the beer that was drank. It was about what we were doing then too, right? You're at this table. There's no time constraint. It's a very interesting way of drinking to me. You're, quote unquote, wasting a day in the beer garden, but you're not. You're there drinking, liters of beer, talking about cool stuff. You're in the sunshine. Like, it's just like a different way of drinking than we thought about it, right? And I was at that point 26, 27, so most of my drinking was to get drunk, and most of my drinking beer was to, was Key Light or like any of those things. Very like a small amount of other experiences, but getting to drink those beers like that, like really opened something else up to me that I already knew I liked these beers. but now I had like another emotion attached to it.
Yeah.
And then I am lucky enough to know a gentleman, a brewer, brewmaster named Eric Toft, who was born in Wyoming and is the head brewer, brewmaster at Schönraumer Beer outside of Munich.
Wow.
And he's like the smartest person ever. And I've gotten the opportunity to learn some things from him over the years, as well as, apply book stuff and all that. And so I don't know. Yeah, I never like learned formally, and I thought about going to school to learn formally. And then I've realized that I had a lot more experience and could find all the things that I wanted. Doesn't mean I still wouldn't, but
yeah,
a lot of those formal education things are geared towards large breweries like Coors and Budweiser and stuff. They're not really geared towards making things basically less efficient, which is what craft brewers do. It's geared towards efficiency and not inefficiency. So so I'm mostly self-taught, and a lot of mentors along the way that have taught me an incredible amount, and a lot of books to help back up those things.
I love that. That's so cool.
Thanks.
And I want to talk to you about SoulPort pills a little bit. So where did the thought of that even come about? Because obviously it's delicious. So
it's actually funny. The last place that I worked at, we had a pills, and I would always, me and Bill and I would always get our beer poured slow. It was another brewery that we had a beer pills in a 0.3. We always want it poured slow because that's kind of like pretty normal in Germany how they do it, and in Europe. And I always asked for it that way. And so the bartenders would always pour us, pills slowly. So when we got the opportunity to do it ourselves, we had this big conversation, Bill and I, about, man, I really like having my beer that. And he goes, we should just do that. And I was like, that sounds bonkers. We're going to make bartenders like pour this beer in 3 stages. 5 to 7 minutes every single time. And to his credit, he was like, yeah, let's do it. And I thought about it more and more. And, again, being able to open our own brewery, doing whatever we wanted to do within reason. It was the thing that we decided that we wanted every person who came to the brewery to have the same experience that we like to have. Like, it's not a gimmick when we're here and it's just us brewers here and nobody else is here. We pour our beer slowly. Like, it's the way that I enjoy that beer to be drank. And part of that comes from, in Germany, seeing that, in Europe and even Italy at Birrificio Italiano, pouring these beers in stages. They have this beautiful, like, foamy cap. Everything about this beer is designed that way. It's fairly bitter. Pouring it that way kind of softens that bitterness up. The carbonation's fairly high, and so softening that carbonation up, building that foam so it kind of sticks above the glass, the kind of like directed aromatics up towards the top of the cup. The glass itself being a 0.3, maintaining the temperature from top to bottom. The little pills skirt, it's called a pills dection to catch the it's kind of douchey, but to catch the condensation as it comes off the glass. Not that there's that much condensation here in Colorado, but like, all of those things are built that way, and that kind of softening of that bitterness and softening of those aromatics, or softening of the beer itself, it kind of lends itself to pushing different aromatics. And this difference between like different kinds of foam that are wet in Czech foam and more dry in German foam, they carry flavor differently. And in German, they're a little bit more bitter, like that foam has more of a bite to it. So it's all part of the experience. And I think people drink their pills differently. Some people will take the whole foam cap off the top. Some people drink from the bottom, and then the last thing that's left in the glass is the foam. But, somewhere in between there, it's definitely built for that. And it's the way that I love drinking that beer. And so I want everybody who comes in here to have the same experience that I enjoy having.
Oh, yeah. And it comes in a beautiful glass.
It does. It's called the Nova.
Yeah.
It's made out of butterfly wings, probably.
Oh, yeah. It's so beautiful.
Probably. It has a like, I like the sound of it. Yeah, I like the sound of it. Yeah, I like the sound of it.
No, it's great.
Very textural to me.
No, and even like I saw you guys did a collab with like Humble Sea, like, Nick.
Yeah, Nick's great, man.
Good dude.
What a great guy.
Yeah.
Him and I got tattoos on the same day at Firestone Walker.
Oh,
so we were sitting there.
Okay.
We had done a collab before. Actually, Nick and I have not a long history, but he was actually, I want to say this is in the before time. So call it probably 2018, 2017, 2018. He wanted to change his brew house to be a decoction capable brew house.
Okay.
And so he emailed me. And he was like, hey, this is what I want to do. And I was like, well, if you want to come out, you can come check out and I can help guide you with what I think you can do to change it. And to his credit, they did it. They changed the brew house to be a decoction-capable brew house to make better lagers. And I'd gone out there a couple of years ago and made a collab, and so it was time to reciprocate. But we're sitting all sweaty on a chair at Firestone Walker after we both got tattoos. And I was like, you should let's do a collab. So that's to me how collabs should start. But Nick's great. Both Nicks there are awesome, awesome people. And that's who I like doing collabs with, is awesome people. So.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. And what was the tattoo you guys got?
I can't remember what he got. I think it was like hops, yeast, water. It has some sort of thing. And I got this parrot thing.
Okay.
The parrot with a beer.
Hey, looks good.
Yeah. So.
Nice. Okay.
Always do sober what you said you do drunk. That's my motto.
If more people thought that, we'd live in a better place.
Exactly.
And if more people enjoyed craft beer, we'd be in a better place. I think so too. No, I love that. And even because I saw you have the Hana Select lager, and so the menu, how did I'm gonna say I know from you wanted to key in on the lagers and everything like that, but curating the menu, what was that like for you guys?
Yeah, so we only make 3 beers year round, and that's SoulPort Pils, Helles, and Dunkle. And then we have only 6 tap lines, which is kind of funny, which I kind of wish we had one more, just because there's some funny overlap that happens sometimes. But I think that 6 beers is kind of all you need. And I look at every one of those other lines to be a collab or a seasonal that are intentional. And so the Hana Select Lager is the most recent one that we did. It's a collaboration with the beery godmother, Latrice. If you don't follow her, cool. If you don't follow her Beer Fact Fridays, you should.
Yeah.
But she does consulting and stuff like that. I always forget. I'm like, oh, she just does this. And I'm like, oh, she does all these other things too. So
yeah, she's so
I don't want to, she does so much stuff, and she's incredible and super kind. So she actually wanted to do this thing with all female brewers, this Kaleidoscope series. So it's me, this woman named Allie, Lisa Allen from Heater Allen, my BFF Natalie from Wayfinder.
Okay.
Amanda from The Seed. There's a bunch of really cool brewers. I'm sure I'm missing Avery. We got Avery from Keeping Together. We just opened her tap room in Santa Fe.
Oh, that's awesome.
So there's so many cool women that have been doing this for a very long time. And so it was cool to do this collaboration. And so Hana is actually a malt that was originally grown in the Czech Moravian Valley.
Wow.
And Crisp Malting grew some of it, and they malted it in the UK. And so we definitely wanted to highlight this beer as being a single malt, single hop. So it's all Hana and it's all Saaz. And so actually Latrice came out for the collab. So did the guys from Crisp, which was great.
Okay.
And then we were able to serve it at Little Beer Fest, which is in Georgia. If you've never been to this fest, it's it's so awesome.
Okay.
All beers under 5%.
Oh, that's awesome.
All and all brewers are there. Every brewer you've ever wanted to hang out with is there.
Yeah.
Or maybe never wanted to hang out with, depending on how you look at it. But all brewers you've always wanted to hang out with are all there. And one of the greatest beer bars ever, called the Brick Store Pub, is there in Georgia. So, we kind of made it as a collab and to release at this beer festival, because it was a 4.3% beer.
I love that.
So it's very methodical.
It's
methodical. There you go. Thank you. It's been a long day. And it's very deliberate in how we made it. So that's how I kind of look at those things. The Bock beer is something we make every other year. We make Doppelbock the off years of that.
I love it. Okay.
So this is a Bock year. I don't think we sold quite as much as what I'd like to, but it was not that cold here in Colorado.
Okay.
So I think we're almost out of it right now. I know, man. It sucks though, because it's such a good beer. And then the Dortmunder is what we have on right now. And again, I like that idea of having a collaboration.
Yeah.
That kind of highlights a relationship of really cool people that I hang out with all day and drink a beer with. So that's kind of how we build that menu. And once in a while we have beers from Amalgam on, which my Phil, who works with me here, who I've known for probably a decade now, has a side brand that he also makes here at Bierstadt, and I help him do that. And he makes mostly IPAs and pale ales. So once in a while, those beers are on tap too. I'd like to see him on tap a little more often.
Okay.
So I'm super proud of him, super proud of what he's doing.
Yeah. So
yeah, we just kind of curate it that way. We want to make sure we're making some cool stuff. Next beer out is our corn lager that we make every year, which is made with 40% heirloom Oaxacan corn.
Okay.
And we do that every year. So that'll be out beginning of May. I'm super pumped about it.
I love that.
So only 8 seasonals or collabs a year.
Oh,
so not that many beers.
But that's great though, because I mean, look at you. Like, look at what you've done. Like, you've honed in on it, right? You've dialed it in.
We're trying to, you know. I like to make what I like to drink. So.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic. So it's called the Little Beer Fest. It's where in Georgia is it?
It's in a weird place. I'm not gonna lie to everybody and say it's in like this hop-in town. It's in Duluth, Georgia.
Okay.
Which kind of reminds me of like a Stepford town.
Okay.
Stepford Wives town. Truman Show. We all joke we're there.
Love that show. Love that movie.
Now that we're here, I'm not sure it's there.
Okay.
But it's way cool. And Todd at Good Word Brewing is one of the hardest working, most intentional people I know. He's put on this fest now for 6 years. And it's wonderful. The Brickstore Pub is located in Decatur.
Okay.
So usually the order of events is you get out at Atlanta, you take the train to the Brickstore Pub, you drink a million beers there in one of the coolest beer bars I've ever been in my life, and then take Uber down to Duluth and hang out. And
sounds like the dream.
Yeah, eat fried chicken and boiled peanuts and do a 5% beer festival and then do karaoke later that night. And it's a wild ride, but it's super, super fun. And they do such a good job at it.
Yeah. We talked about Latrice. Like, she's been on the show before. This was, early on. I want to say like in the early 30s, maybe early to late 30s. I think she was on the show.
Cool.
Yeah. She was fantastic.
I love her.
Yeah. I would always see her stuff. And I'm like, and it was like early on in the show. I was like, hey, would you ever be interested in, talking on the show? But she was great.
Yeah, I was on a panel. She moderated a panel over at Little Beer. So Little Beer does have like an educational component to it as well. So I was on a panel with Allie, who's now at New Realm, Lisa Allen, and then Amanda from The Seed. And is that everybody was? Yeah, it's everybody was on the panel. And then Latrice moderated it after we were singing No Diggity all night. Like, it was good. We had a really good time.
I love it.
It gets a little wild, and it is a super fun
That's a banger song
festival,
too.
Yeah. There was a DJ. We're drinking, I don't know, Palomas and beer. And it was a good time. It's always a good time. It's one of my favorite festivals to go to.
Oh, I'm going to have to check it out. When is it normally?
Usually like the last week of March or the first 2 weeks of April.
Okay. Dang, so I missed it.
Yeah, you did miss it. I was just there.
Okay.
So great.
Just keep rubbing it in.
Yeah, it's so good.
I have a little segment I like to call the 4-pack.
Cool.
So this one is 4 questions. What's one beer that never leaves your fridge?
Besides my own?
Yeah.
Okay. I usually have Guinness in there.
Okay.
Guinness Extra Stout in my fridge. Good. Yeah. I like that beer a lot.
Oh.
That's one of my favorites to have.
It's one of the best. I was always like, I do prefer Murphy's over Guinness, but Guinness is fantastic. Right. Yeah.
Against the grain a little bit. Yeah, we have Guinness Extras out usually in the fridge.
Oh, can't go wrong. All right, next one is, if you weren't in beer, what would you be doing? Oh, maybe coaching soccer? Or
No. Does it have to be a job? Because I would be like not wearing pants on a beach.
There you go.
And with a bar that only had booze and ice and soda water. That would be all it had. Like, and I would just like have like random dogs that like, wander around. It would just be a shack that had ice and booze and soda water, and that would be the whole thing.
Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. But it would have ice, and I would never have to wear pants again.
That's it.
That's what I would be doing.
That's the dream.
Yes.
Next was, if you get to collab with any brewery in the world, who is it and what would you make?
Oh, man, that's a tough one. I have actually gotten to do a collab with Eric Toffs, and I'm trying to do another one with Sean Rum here in the next couple weeks. I think I'm gonna. This is gonna sound like a cop-out answer, but I actually don't think I know what that is yet. I think that people are constantly surprising me, and I think I'm very interested in what people are doing that's not necessarily new, but that is, very thoughtful and very like deliberate. And so I think I love doing collabs with people that are my friends. So maybe I just haven't met my next new friend yet, that I'm very excited to do that with. So I like to look forward to learning something new. But if I could, it would be Eric Toff. But I have gotten to do a collab with him before, and I've gotten to do a collab with a lot of people. But I know I owe a bunch of them back, which I'm excited about. All those. I love hanging out with my friends.
Oh, it's
talking shit, drinking lager.
Oh yeah.
So that's it. Yeah. So maybe it's a cop-out answer, but I don't know if I know that quite yet.
No, that's fantastic. What's a guilty pleasure you secretly love or not so secretly love?
Oh, Taylor Swift.
Okay.
She's my favorite. She's the best thing. She's the best thing ever. It's the best thing that yeah, it's not so secret. It's on the bottom. There's a Taylor Swift quote on the bottom of every can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
right.
there's so many things that people don't know, but they're all secretly pointing back to Taylor. I have my own
Okay.
little Easter eggs. I hope
Gotcha.
she'll find them one day.
They're almost like at Disneyland. They have the hidden Mickeys.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
They're everywhere. It's
So you got your
all
hidden Swifties.
yes,
and,
there's stickers everywhere. But yeah, I'm a huge Swiftie. So is Julie, by the way, from Notch. Her and I chatted this weekend. It was great.
Okay.
We had a good time. But yeah, that's not so guilty pleasure. It's my definitely open pleasure because I love her so much.
I love it. And I was like, because after you said that, I was wondering, I was like, is there
Also
something...
pizza rolls. But anyways.
Oh, Totino's? You can't go wrong. Yeah. I haven't had those in a long time, but they are delicious.
Yeah, not in here. In the brewery, they're all over the place. Everybody knows. In fact, the first day when I interviewed a new person, I'll like just play it in the background. Like I don't tell them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll play it in the background.
Yeah.
So if they are annoyed by it, then it's not going to work for them here.
Hey, how was it like when you're hiring a new beer tender?
Yeah.
And like when you're like, yeah, you got to pour, like, learning to pour the SoulPort pills.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Wow. Actually, what's funny? I don't have much to do with that. I run all the beer stuff, which that is part of the beer. But
yeah,
my business partner, Chris, runs all the front of house stuff. And we have some really good trainers. My sister, Emily, she was just promoted. She earned it. She's incredible. She is now our trainer of it. She does an amazing job of teaching people how to do it. But I think part of it stems from just letting people know that like there isn't another way.
Yeah.
Like if you get busy, like there isn't a shortcut to this.
Yeah.
I think that really instills in that there's no other way that this could be done. So like it has to be done this way. And so I think that that's part of it is just having that expectation from the very, very beginning and then them understanding that that's part of this job. So I think you can't really waver or waffle on some stuff like that if you really want it to be done right. And not everybody does it perfect. It takes a long time to learn. In fact, I'm terrible at it.
Okay.
I get so impatient when I do it for myself, but it's really nice when they do it and bring it to me.
I mean, you just love lagers. You want to consume
yeah,
as many as you
do. So yeah, I think they have a harder job sometimes, but they do a great job of it.
I think that's great though, because I mean, life moves so damn fast that like learning something like that to slow down a little bit, I feel like that's super beneficial.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Not everything has to be immediate, This delayed gratification. We have too much instant gratification.
Yeah. I mean, I had a delay today, but I get to sit here with you and have a beer.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
Turned out okay then, huh?
Turned out great. And I get to see the abs at it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Next one. What was the first beer you ever homebrewed?
I made an Alaskan Amber clone.
Oh, look
all
at you.
grain. Yeah, I built my own.
You're reaching for the sky right off
cooler.
the bat.
Yeah, I built my own cooler. My friend Tommy, who is a high school friend of mine, him and I got these copper pipes and we drilled holes into them.
Wow.
And we put it together, a little manifold in the bottom of this, Coleman cooler.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. Yeah, I made that. Yeah.
Okay, how did it turn out?
Back then, me and my grandfather, who was alive then, said it was excellent. So I'm going to go with that.
There you go.
Now that I know things, probably.
What made you want to do that one? Was that just something you were into at the time?
Yeah, so Alaskan Amber is actually an alt beer.
Mm-hmm.
And strangely enough, so when I was looking for places to get a job and dry dock, they actually had an alt beer on at the time. And so I actually kind of fell in love with this thing. I was like, oh my God, it's really interesting to me that this alt beer, and I don't think I really realized Alaskan Amber was an alt beer at the time until after I'd had an alt beer.
Okay.
Because I was like, oh, so it's a very modestly hopped, very modest alcohol, very balanced, but it wasn't pale.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think all those things just kind of oh, this is different. Beer is not all one, it's not monotony, right?
Yeah.
And I've always kind of been drawn to you kind of go to the extremes when you're first getting into beer.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't an extreme, but I still really enjoyed it. And so yeah, I had that was just a beer that made sense to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Because even you said, some people go to the extreme. Well, back then it was during the IBU wars and all that stuff.
Yeah, of course. I participated in all that.
Yeah.
All that stuff. I was living in Mount Pleasant, Michigan.
Okay.
And there was this beer bar, called the Blue Gator. And they had this, it's funny, I just met a guy actually recently that was there at the same time I was there.
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious. Anyways, they had this 70, I don't even know, I probably made that up. It's like 50 or 60 or 70 beers that they had, and you can only do like 4 a night.
Oh, wow.
Of all different kinds of beer that they had, mostly bottles.
Yeah.
And we completed the whole thing. And
Dang.
so, all of them were kind of amazing. It was pretty fun. It was super fun. But that was like before I was even into like beer.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, I think, how my gateway into beer.
Okay.
And making it.
I love the gateway beer. I love it when when people are like, oh, I'm not really into IPAs, and then they try one that, suits their palate, and they're just like, oh, wait. And then it just opens the door, like the floodgates open.
Floodgates open,
and
exactly.
It's open.
Yes.
So Michigan, I know you said you were at Central Michigan as well. My sister-in-law is from Escanaba, like all the way up there. I don't know if you're that familiar with the place.
I'm vaguely familiar. I would have been more familiar with it many years ago, but it does sound familiar. My
I
used to have to go drive around and recruit
Yoopers,
something. Yeah, Yoopers.
Yeah.
The Upper Peninsula. Yeah, I know about this.
Yeah, I was like, nope. I was like, it gets way too cold up there.
It was depressing for me. I was from, here, and I went to college in North Carolina, and that kind of darkness.
Oh, yeah.
They call it the sad for a reason.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, the snow doesn't go away, and it's just cloudy and dark. And same with when I lived in New York. And also I was like so broke. So like that didn't help, There's no way to like get yourself out of the sad.
Yeah. Hence the Totinos.
Yeah, hence the Totinos. I was super broke. 40s and Totinos, man.
Even now, I'll get a bagel bite. There's some bagel bites every once in a while.
They've gotten shittier, though, unfortunately.
They probably have.
No, it's sad. I think they actually used to be of higher quality, which says it's the shitification of everything. So that's a whole other podcast, I think. Yeah.
The air fryer, they're good. Oh, they're better, I guess.
They're better, yeah. This is good. It's a big stretch.
Yeah. One of the things I wanted to ask you, because obviously I'm not trying to blow smoke or anything, but like being like in Bierstadt, like being like one of the meccas, I feel like here.
Thank you. It's so kind.
Right? Like, what are there like even just in Colorado in general, Denver for that matter? Like, have you seen other trends like in the industry when it comes to either hot products or just more consumed styles out here? I would assume it'd be more of a lager town.
Honestly, I think we're pretty lucky here in Colorado. But I think it's super kind. I think we're lucky here in Colorado. We have enough beer consumers here that there's a variety.
That's
so
great.
If you want like West Coast IPA, you can go to Westbound and Down or Comrade. Like they make really excellent Westbound IPA, but like all the other things on their list too are not to be slept on. Westbound and Down makes a coffee porter, which I'm obsessed with.
Yeah.
And, like they make a really cool, like, what is it, a blonde ale and a red over it, red, like 1990s.
Reds, yeah.
Down at Comrade. And I think we have cool things like, we have some really prolific, like sour beer breweries that have been able to be, Casey less now, but Amalgam, they were making a bunch of sour beer and barrel-aged beer, and Westbound as well, doing some of that stuff. And then you have like Brews Beer, which is doing a lot of Belgian stuff, which I'm less familiar with, only because that's just not a style I gravitate towards. But I think it's cool that there's enough beer drinkers here to kind of support that.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you're looking at like IPAs, like other kinds of IPAs, you have like Cerebral and Novel Strand and some of these other places that like have really cool, like, again, it can be like kind of niche, which is nice. So I don't know that everybody's like just like following a trend. I think anymore most people have a lager, which is good because you need people to like stay there and drink more. But like,
oh yeah,
I think that like it's cool that we don't have breweries that are all trying to do a ton of things, and you kind of know where you want to go to get something specific.
I think that's great.
And OMF, using a lot of like local ingredients and stuff like that. I think that's really, really incredible what they're doing over there.
Yeah, no, I think that's great. I want to ask you a question about ingredients too.
Yeah.
But like, it's a testament to like what you said, that you can go anywhere. Like, you can go anywhere. If you want a good West Coast, you can go here. Or you can want to.
I have to mention Cannonball too. Sorry, can't forget. I don't want to forget somebody. I know it, but Cannonball too for West Coast IPA. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good. No, even when I was driving like around after my delay, I was like, where should I go? And then I just happened to drive past Strange Craft.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I had their pale ale. Fantastic.
They're amazing.
But I mean, I love when you can have all the different places. Like, I want to go get lagers over at Bierstadt, or I want to go over here to get a good West Coast. I feel like that's great because it's just like the community, right? Like you are all making quality product. I mean, like quality
beer. We call it beer. Come on now.
I know. But I love that.
yeah, so it's great. It's great to go around town and see that hopefully people are getting to consume what they want to and getting to have different experiences. Going to Strange, one of the first real craft breweries here in Colorado. And Tim there is one of the hardest working people I've ever met. And he's just like such a good ambassador for beer. And I'm just, without sounding too sappy, but very lucky to know a ton of people that, all those people I just named are friends of mine that I could call at any time. And I think that's super fun. And I just have like a lot of respect for what other people are doing, and running a business is hard. So
yeah, it's the best community in the world.
It is. It's 80% asshole free.
Yeah.
There's still 20, but it's 80% asshole free, and that's what we can hope for right now.
That's usually what I say, like 90 to 95. At least with everyone I've met. It was like, there might be one or two out there.
Exactly.
Maybe a few more. The ingredient part I want to ask you, what's the, like, even throughout your entire brewing journey, like, what's the weirdest ingredient you've ever thrown in a beer?
That you'd be surprised. It is not much weird ingredients. Okay, for a collab, we did a collab with Sun King.
Okay.
In Indianapolis. Dave Colt there is such an awesome dude. We made a lager with Uncle Ben's like instant rice and like instant mashed potatoes.
What was that like?
It's very difficult to run off. Very difficult. It was interesting. We made like a malt liquor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was funny. I don't know that we repeat the experience. It was very hard to make, but it was super fun. You know what I mean? We're using different basically starches, that just kind of go away at the end, but they're good. It was good. Let's see, other weird ingredients. I am the least weird ingredient person that was out there. Yeah. I use a lot of, no, not weird. Nothing. I got nothing for you.
No, it's all good.
Maybe back, even in my first days brewing, I've put like vanilla and apricot in beers before. Or places I've worked, but nothing that I've ever done. But that's not that weird anymore. That was weird then. That was not that weird now.
Yeah. The worst, not the worst, but the weirdest thing I've ever heard is like catnip.
Catnip? Yeah. What are we doing?
Yeah, this was a long
Making
time
beer
ago.
For cats? What are we doing?
Yeah. Next one. So you mentioned reds earlier. Like, what do you like? Because I feel like they're super underrated. Like browns as well. Like, what do you feel like they're like is an underrated style that deserves more credit?
Man, I think some of these classic beers are coming back. So some of the reds, so they have Redcon over it. I think that's what it's called. Hopefully I don't screw that up, at Comrade. And then like one of my favorite breweries in Washington called Cloudburst.
Oh, yeah.
Is excellent. They have a beer. He made like a double red, Steve Luke did, that he called like Peaked in High School.
Okay.
Which I think is an incredible name for beer.
That's a fantastic name.
I think honestly, Browns too. Bagby Beer, unfortunately, rest in peace. Yeah. But they made three Beagles, which is an incredible brown ale. I don't know. I think these beers that are just like not modernized versions of classic styles, because I don't think they need to be modern, but brown ales and reds, I think they got a bad rap because they were a lot of crystal malt and a lot of like acrid black patent, which should be thrown out forever. Nobody should ever use black patent ever again.
Yeah. Yeah.
It tastes like charcoal soaked in ethanol. Like it's terrible. It's like you grated a mesquite briquette. Like it's awful. Like it has no place in beer. But I think, if we kind of come back to some of these styles and take some of, the crystal malt out of them, and I think they will become more drinkable again. I know that they're making a brown ale over at West Mountain Down right now. I'm just doing all right. I like to see mild come back.
Yeah.
I'd like to see, just kind of these moderately hopped, moderately, bittered, moderate alcohol beers of any sort, even if they don't really fit into a style.
Okay.
I'd love to see that. And I think those are a little bit underrated. People are still trying to wow, and I don't know that there's a lot that can push wow out there anymore.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if that answered the question or not, but.
No, it's fantastic. I was going to ask you, but I already know the answer. I was going to ask you what you listen to when you're brewing. But I
listen to James Smith, but I listen to a lot of podcasts, MBA podcasts and stuff like that. I like to learn.
Okay.
I listen to, I really do like all kinds of podcasts. I have, like I said, I'm lucky enough to have a lot of really cool people in the industry that I know. So I really make an effort to listen to a podcast if I know somebody I know is on it. Mostly, I like to hear what my people think when they're not around. So I do a lot of that. I do a lot of I'm not really a true crime guy.
Okay.
I think it's cool and I like it, but my brain doesn't work. When I'm working, it's hard for me to do kind of that stuff. But yeah, I listen to a little bit of everything, honestly.
Okay.
Sometimes I just have on shuffle or on my little Spotify DJ or whatever.
All right.
Going at it.
Same.
Some oldies, some goodies, you know.
It's a lot of 90s alt rock for me.
I know 90s alt rock. During canning days, it's a lot of like 90s hip hop.
Oh, that's always good. Yeah, can't go wrong with that.
No, you can't go wrong with that. So a lot of 90s hip hop when we're canning.
So I think I know the answer to this one too. This one's called situational beers. So which one is your favorite? So it's pool beer, shower beer, beach beer, golf course beer, concert beer, airport beer.
Which one of those is my favorite one?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm assuming it's going to be the beach beer.
No.
Okay.
Honestly,
All right.
honestly, beach beer. Okay, say, give me the first three and then give me the last three.
So it was, beach beer, pool beer, shower beer,
Okay.
and then golf course beer, concert beer, airport beer.
I'm going to go shower beer.
Okay. Can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, I think like that's like one of those ones that is like a needed one.
Yeah.
Like that's the one where you're like, you let your hair down. It's been a day. Like that's why cans were invented.
Yeah.
Like I love a shower beer. It's like you have forced to drink it fast because it's hot in there. Like my shower's like so hot, but it's so cold. And if you spill on yourself, it's like not a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
My second favorite beer would be wherever all my friends are. So it could be pool, it could be beach. I don't think all my friends are in my shower, but you know, whatever. It could get weird. The airport, you know, the last beer before you are doing anything else, or the first beer of something. That's either the first or the last beer, whatever that is.
Yeah, because even like the first, when you're going on vacation, the first airport beer is always great. When you're coming back, you're probably like, yeah, I probably don't want a beer.
Yeah. My airport drink, though, I drink a Coors Banquet, Budweiser, I drink a lot of Bud Heavy, or Johnny Walker Black and Soda, or Pink Bubbles. These are the only 4 things I consume at the airport.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll usually, like, if they have an IPA, like a local IPA, I'll try that.
Yeah.
Or I'll have that. But
you're braver than I am.
Yeah. It depends.
I like a known quantity.
It depends on how many or how long I'm there for.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, shower beer.
So I got some rapid fire questions for you.
Great, ready.
So 6-pack. I know the answer to this. Lager or IPA?
Lager.
Hazy or West Coast?
West Coast.
Music or sports at a brewery?
Damn, that's a toughie.
Yeah.
Or what? Give me a month. Give me what month of the year?
I'm going to go during EPL season. So let's go like September.
Ooh, sports.
Okay.
I love football too. I love American football. And yes.
Oh, okay. Who's your NFL team?
Broncos.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I'm a Bo Lever. Come on, Bo Nix.
There you go.
Let's go.
I'm a Packer fan.
Okay. Well,
you guys beat us. You guys beat us with Elway back in the day.
Yes.
Favorite brewery outside of Bierstadt?
In the whole world or Colorado?
Wherever.
Or shit. That's tough. That's super tough. Okay. I'm gonna cop out and give you like 3 answers.
Okay.
All right. Denver, that's not mine. I'm gonna say Comrade.
Okay.
Colorado, that's not mine. I'm gonna say Westbound.
Okay.
United States, that's not mine. See,
I like it.
Wayfinder. And world is Showroom.
Ooh, okay.
There you go.
I like it.
There you go. Copped out, didn't I?
Hey, nothing wrong with it. Favorite junk food?
Drunk food or hungover food?
Either one.
Okay.
Or both.
Drunk food is, okay, so I have a saying. It's not really a saying. Don't ever turn down food when you're drinking. So it's whatever is there.
Okay. All
like
right.
that's like a stated goal of mine. If you're drinking and somebody offers you food, you say yes. It doesn't matter what it is.
Okay.
Hungover food is I like just, if I'm hungover, it's unsweetened iced tea and like romaine lettuce dipped in ranch. Like I need like cold,
that's
icy.
I'm not judging, but that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. I like my body's like, you owe me. Like you can't. You best conserve this like water lettuce. So drunk food. I like spicy. Anything spicy.
Oh, same. Yeah, unsweetened iced tea is bomb though.
Yeah, it is.
And some people like can't take it, but it's great.
I love it.
It's so good.
But yeah, if I had to pick, it would be like something spicy noodles.
Okay.
Drunk food.
All right.
Absolutely. All day.
Okay. Now, if your personality was a beer style, what would it be besides a lager? Because I figured that's what it was going to be, so I'm changing it.
I don't know. If it was a beer style, it would probably be coffee porter.
Okay.
Because like you got to mix your uppers and your downers. Like you can't be all up and you can't be all down. It's complex. Sometimes you're in the mood for it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're probably not. Although it works at any time of day.
That's true.
There you go.
When I was a kid, I mean, when I look back now, I'm like, what was I doing? But like, we used to drink like Rockstar and vodka.
Oh my God.
And it's like an upper and a downer. And I'm like,
gas and brakes all the same time.
Basically. And I'm like, and then I'd wonder why the next day I'd be like, it passed out on the hammock. Like, how did I get here?
No one knows.
Yeah. No one will ever know. Next one. We'll see if I'm right on your answer. You can have a pint with any historical figure, celebrity. I'm going to say outside of Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Or anybody in the world ever, alive or dead, would you want to have a pint with?
Shit balls.
I say that all the time, and people think I'm weird. I'm like, oh, shit balls. Or I'll go, oh, balls and wieners.
Yeah, shit balls. Cinnamon dicks. That's the one around here that we use. Thanks, Taylor. Okay, give me a second on this.
Okay.
Alive or dead. I kind of want to talk to Neil deGrasse Tyson. I think it'd be great. I'd like to like
fun one.
Yeah, I'm a big science nerd, and I love like it's so cool. We're like went around the moon and stuff like that. But I love the idea that like all these things are I like the philosophical idea that these things are not really known, but some of these things are known. So he just seems like kind of a cool guy. I would have a beer with him. Yeah,
oh yeah,
I'm sure I have a better answer, but I think that would tick a lot of boxes for me.
I think that's a fantastic answer. Like I've been watching on YouTube lately, like his Star Talk and all that stuff. It's so good.
It's so good.
And I tell myself, like, I'm just going to watch one video and go to sleep. And then it's just down the rabbit.
You're down the rabbit hole. Yes.
And it's all over.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to go make a Hot Pocket.
There you go. Perfect.
Next one is your Mount Rushmore of breweries.
Mount Rushmore of breweries. Ooh. I just say Guinness. I'm going to put Guinness in there. I think it's just over time making this beer and it being so prolific and things like that. And I think it's cool that it has a level of not inconsistency, but a level of like it's where you're drinking it and how it's poured that makes it taste better.
Yes,
I like that idea about it. Shown rum for sure. Sierra Nevada. And then there's 4 on Mount Rushmore, right?
You got it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I gotta think about that.
Are you able to split the G on the Guinness?
I don't, I can't chug beer. It's wild.
Okay.
I can't do it. Mostly because I don't like to lose, honestly. I'm a sore loser.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put my own brewery on there.
I love it.
I'm doing it.
Deserves it.
I don't know about that, but
best lagers in the world.
I've put a lot of effort into this, and I think
I love lagers and I love pilsners because you can't hide anything behind it. And this is probably the best pilsner I've ever had in my life.
To that, but I, it's my favorite thing, making beer. So I'll take my own.
You get to do what you love.
Thank you.
All right. Next one is, if you could bring something back from when you were a kid that's not around anymore, what would it be?
No more phones at parties.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I have a theory about Gen Z, why they don't drink. It's because it's not safe to look stupid.
That's true.
And I think we just have lost the ability to like be embarrassed a little bit. So I think we could bring back parties with no phones, and not like in a snobby way. Like just like take it back to the old,
I feel you.
What are they called? The disposable cameras. Like that's what I would bring back from a kid.
I love that. I love how they're started to make those like cameras like that, kind of like that make it look like older, like film. Yeah. I was like, man, that'd be
It is, but I think less of this Instagramming thing and more just like partying and looking dumb with your friends.
Oh yeah, really good at looking dumb.
Me too.
Last question. And thank you for letting me come down here.
Yeah, no, thank you so much.
This has been so fun. If you had to describe yourself in one word, what would it be?
Ooh, besides psychotic. I think thoughtful, contemplative.
Okay.
I'm always thinking.
Yeah.
I'll just relax. That's I think I'm very thoughtful. Yeah. But I think it's more contemplative than thoughtful, because thoughtful implies that I'm always thinking about something nice.
Is nothing wrong?
I have a degree in math too, so my vocabulary is not as strong as it probably could be.
No, but this has been so fun, and you've built out such an amazing place here.
Thank you so much.
Make an amazing beer. I'm gonna have to try this. Is it pronounced Hana or the Hana?
I
guess it depends. Depends on who's saying it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try one of those before.
Some places has an accent, some places it doesn't. I have no idea. So
okay,
I couldn't get an accent on the menu. So there you go. Anyway, whatever your heart desires.
I love it.
They're Feels Right vibes.
Yeah, the first thing I thought was Hana because like part of my family's from Hawaii, so they say like the road to Hana, like the Hana.
Great, perfect, I love it.
So that's the first thing I thought of.
Great, hope you enjoy it.
Oh,
it's a really fun beer. I've been drinking a lot of it.
Oh,
and at 4.3%, man.
Oh, can't go wrong.
Nope.
Yeah, and I'm sure I'll be crushing some more beers in the stadium.
Fantastic.
In the arena.
Yeah.
But thank you again for letting me come.
Thank you so much. I'm super happy to host you here, and we'll drink another beer here.
Oh, damn right.
Cool. We're in kind of a weird hole or us that have beer coming nonstop.
Oh, it's all good. No worries at all. But everybody got to come down. So it's off of, what are the streets?
Blake and 28th.
Blake and 28th.
If you want to come watch the Rockies play your favorite team,
there you go.
Come watch baseball here, and we're just down the street. It's awesome.
Yeah, and you guys are like really close to Bali. Only a couple, like what, a mile and a half, 2 miles?
Yeah, it's like a 50-minute walk.
Yeah.
Which is honestly most of that last half walk is like getting into like the the parking lot and all of that. So
yeah, because even when I was looking, I found a spot Rosen Park, but then I was like, it's all in downtown. Like, so I was like, you can maybe stop by for a beer on the walk.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to get in trouble, but you never know.
You never know.
It'll be all right.
Nobody will bother you.
I'll get some Totinos.
Yeah. There we go.
Thanks so much again.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, I'm so like grateful, just humbly, just grateful. Like that's the word of the day, kids. Grateful. It's the best industry in the world. That's all you can say. Like you can go anywhere and, whether it's to Orlando, Florida, or or to, Houston or Dallas or McAllen, anywhere. You can go anywhere and have great beer. And if you go to Denver, Colorado, and you go to the Bierstadt Lagerhaus, you're going to have some of the best beer in the world. And I eternally grateful for having the opportunity, and I honestly can't wait to do it again. Like I'm planning on going out there to GABF. And also I wanted to mention, when I was talking to Dustin from Roadmap, he was telling me that CBC is going to be in San Antonio next year. So I am definitely going to that. I am stoked. Man, it was and I can't wait for all the brewers and all the breweries that, to take over the Riverwalk, man. That would be insane. And I'm all for it. I will be there. And that would be pretty cool to hit GABF and then World Beer Cup. That'd be pretty awesome. So, yeah, super stoked for that. But yeah, no, Ashleigh, again, thank you. Thank you. Let's see what else. So we got next week's episode. We're kind of loaded up on episodes right now. So right now, next week it'll be Red Leg. And then I believe the week after that is going to be, let's see here. It'll be Shan Ferments. And then we got, let's see. I know there's more. I just can't think at the moment. Yeah, so we have Red Leg, Shan Ferments, Roadmap. And then it'll be Spindle Tap after I talk to them. And then I might also be recording with the Brew Witches on Wednesday. But some of the other witches that weren't able to be on the first one. So that'll be good. So it'll be loading up. Today, I'm actually, my friend Des of the Buds, Brews, and Booze podcast reached out. And I'm going to be on her show again. So that'll be fun. And then the week after, I will be in Monterey trying to record with Alvarado. If anybody's listening to this, or if they're still listening to this on the outro, and you know anyone from Alvarado, I reached out on IG. I reached out via email. If you know anybody, if you have know any connections there, just send them my way or tell them, hey, Mike wants to have you on an episode. That'd be fucking fantastic. I would love that. I would love to talk to someone from Alvarado. I'd drive to Salinas. That's where my dad's from. So I would love to be able to do that. All right. And also trying to get Other Brother. Hopefully we can make that happen. But yeah, we shall see. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a great week. Hope you guys have a great Sunday. Hopefully the Avs win today. That'd be really sweet to go up 1-0. We'll find out the Wild. It's gonna be a hell of a series. All right. well, again, enjoy your week, enjoy your Sunday, enjoy some craft beer. And don't forget to support local, drink local, and find your beer. Cheers.